All right, so today I wanted to talk about whether whether this thing is for me, whether that's actually normal. And I'm going to get some shameless likes with this puppy. This is our puppy, Babs. And I'm obviously going to get more likes and more views because people are going to share this because they think that this puppy is so cute. She's the cutest little thing, right? Yes, she's so cute. She just woke up. So, shameless likes, definitely shameless shares, right? I was, so every day I kind of have this thought about like whether whether what I'm doing, I'm an academic, I'm a professor, and I'm doing this whole reciprocity project, and I have a lot of self-doubts. I think that this is for me, it is very normal, and I think for a lot of people, it's very normal when you have these conversations. In fact, if you talk to very famous people, it doesn't matter who they are, they have a lot of self-doubts with what they're working on and what they're doing. And we really have to recognize that this is an important part of being human. We really need to stop believing this sort of heroic notion that there is like this best possible, like we know everything and there is one true way of doing something. And the only thing that I can say is that, you're absolutely normal if you have self-doubts. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this whole reciprocity project. I think it's really important. However, honestly, nobody is, not that many people are going onto the platform, buying credits. And it really is something I've been working on a long time. And there's like, very few people are signing up to be editors. Like there is. So here's the thing. This is the thing that's like really unnerving, or that is challenging whenever you do something. This is on the entrepreneurship side with the reciprocity project. It's very incremental every day. Like people think that you should be doing something that's sort of breakthrough and all that kind of stuff, but breakthrough things are very incremental when you do it, and it is really challenging to sort of do the day in and day out. So it's not like, there's 3,000 people that have logged onto the platform. So it's not like, you get those 3,000 people in one day and everything is sort of miraculous. It's not what happens. It's just like you get 1, 2, 3, like just things like that routinely, and you start really disbelieving in yourself. Now, on the academic side, as a professor, that was actually the real big impetus. Now that I look back on why I actually created the whole reciprocity platform, was because I was really insecure about my writing, and I had a lot of self-doubts about it. So I've really focused on that and sort of sharing this message with everybody. It is really hard for me to write, and I am not going to be, for lots of different reasons, many different reasons, I'm not going to be, the most prolific sort of academic that's out there. For many reasons, right? Like I don't have this sort of network, and, I do struggle at sort of putting things together. I write a lot. I do. I write like a tremendous amount on a daily basis. But it just never seems to sort of hit or resonate with what people are doing, what people are saying. I do have a lot of self-doubt with this, and I don't know whether it's the right thing to do. When you sort of go day in and day out of investing time and effort onto something, you really do start thinking about like, man, is this for me? Is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? But, what I can suggest is nobody really knows what the right answer is, and there's not really like a perfect solution in any sort of way. There's just what you can do and what you're sort of going through. And the only thing that I can do to sort of convince you of this is to be open that I do feel a lot like this, right? And a lot of it comes to, and I look back, and a lot of it has to do with like how, what happened in high school, right? Like everything goes back to either your parents or your high school experiences, right? So, and I didn't have a lot of friends for a very long time in high school, and so I thought I'd like work really hard and do really well academically, and everybody was going to like me, and everybody, all of this sort of things were going to happen, everything was going to click. And it turned out like that actually does not happen in any sort of way. That's not how reality actually works. I've sort of come to realize that you are just who you are, and whatever that is, and however you sort of sit is just what you are. And you can work on doing, self-improvement and all that kind of stuff, and that's great, and it's actually really positive in people's lives, and you do a lot and accomplish a lot. But coming to terms with the fact that you're just kind of a human being and you're normal is actually really refreshing for me. And knowing if I can tell this message, and I can sort of tell you that it's normal to have these self-doubts at all stages. When I was in high school, I was like, I don't know if this is the right thing for me to keep working at this. When I did my undergrad, I had a lot of self-doubts. I was in an engineering program, and so I went into a business program after that and did my PhD in business, and a ton of self-doubt then, and I didn't know whether it was the right thing and whether this was like a good thing to do. Honestly, we don't know what the right solution is. We never know what is the right thing that we should ever do, but we need to sort of just keep moving forward. I think that's the only answer to any of this kind of stuff, is to know that, there is no right solution. Anybody that sort of tells you that you should do this thing to find like the one thing is absolutely full of crap, like totally full of crap. It's never been my experience. It's just, learning how to be yourself, learning to be happy with who you are. These things are super, super important. And, if you've got something that you're working on, realize that there's lots of self-doubts. And if you do, continue on doing the thing that you're doing, that's awesome. And that's very, wonderful thing to do. And if you decide to stop and try to do something else, that's also equally awesome. That's just as good, and you're never going to know what the alternative is. You're never going to know what's the best thing, the right choice of action, all those kind of things, like how you're taught in terms of decision making. You never know, and it is you just have to like kind of roll with it and believe that this is the right thing. You sort of delude yourself. Right? Delude yourself that this is the right thing that you should do, and you just keep doing those things. So the only thing I do know, though, is if I'm going to have a viral video, it's going to be this one with this cutie pie. So you better make this viral. You better start put a lot of comments to make sure that Babs gets famous. We really want to make her famous. Famous. She's the cutest golden retriever ever. So that's the only thing you can do, is just just be yourself. The more that you can be yourself, whatever that looks like, whoever that is, I think that is a really noble thing that you can do in figuring out who that self is. All of your self-doubts, all of your warts, all those kind of things, is actually really a sort of a useful exercise. So going to those moments of, man, I don't feel great every day, and realizing that you can have a conversation about not feeling great, that's actually the thing that is really good and healthy. So with that, Babs and I say goodbye. She's the shameless, aren't we? All right. Okay. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.